And whatever you do, don't let it fall into the wrong hands.
Cool. Okay, so you just been spending some time with Gleph and Gemma, and after defeating or watching the designer escape as you almost killed him, you then sort of hung out with them for a little while, explored the house, placed some traps. The house that they say they pieced together from bits that randomly fell through this portal nearby. After placing the traps, you went to sleep, you woke up, you went with Gleph and Gemma to check out the rift, or the portal, and then a little thing plopped down. I think it was a necklace that randomly appeared that Asker put on, right? And then you guys went with Gleph and Gemma to find their runaway friends, the kids that have also run away, but more successfully than Gleph and Gemma, who are still in the process. And you sort of met up with them in this snowy ravine, and you realized that it was below the place where you crossed the bridge with the wolves, and they didn't speak common to you, but Gleph and Gemma acted as translators. And they said they've been in the process of trying to raid the facility that you guys arrived in and escaped from a couple of days ago. And you tried to convince them to help you raid the workshop instead, where the designer and her are from. On your way to do that, she arrived and a battle ensued at the same house where you set all the traps. You actually killed her as opposed to the designer who ran away, and you put her head on a spike. Then you looked through the portal one more time and you saw an enormous creature sort of floating through space, and a tall ship floating through space in pursuit seemingly of this large creature. And that is where we left off. What would you guys like to do? Gleph says to Gemma, "Oh my goodness, that thing was huge." Gemma says, "Yeah, it was."
Well, ooh, I know. Should we? Okay, so I'll just go and talk to them. So I just kind of do like a little sort of thing, so the kids don't hear. Like, should we should they stay here and sort of keep a lookout, and then one of them can kind of run and tell us when he comes through the portal?
Oh yes, sorry to interrupt you. I forgot to mention. I think Sean, with a really high perception check, noticed a figure standing over by the portal as you guys walked past the house, the sort of really nice suburban house. And he saw it out of the corner of his eye and went over to investigate. And that's when you saw the large creature, I believe.
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't remember.
I don't think that we should care about it. Maybe let's just let's just go to workshop.
He's a powerful dude, though. You noticed last time, and she was really, she almost killed us. So I'm just worried, like, if he is going to be the last big threat around here, we just feel good to know where he is, because I don't want him to just wander up behind us when we are fighting something else. But yeah, fuck it, let's go.
He's just gonna take the kid. I mean, what the kid gonna do?
What do you mean, take the kid?
Well,
no, but I mean, we need someone to as a lookout. They're not going to stand right next to.
Okay, yeah, in the bushes kind of type, yeah.
Yeah, you could like sit there and keep an eye on the rift.
Yeah, that was a good idea.
So, where do we go now, guys?
Well, we have a very, very important mission for you.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, see, when the designer comes back out of the rift, we need to know, but we got to go up and make sure that he's also not up at the workshop, right? So we're going to go out there and check out the workshop and look for him. And you guys, you can stay here and hide. And if he comes out of the rift, come find us and warn us, and we'll deal with him. Yeah?
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Oh, dear.
Ooh, you did perception. You need to do persuasion.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
That was very
that's
Swedish. Oi.
Oh, fucking hell.
Okay.
And that's +6. That's +6.
With a 10, the Gleph and Gemma say, "Oh, okay." And they look visibly scared at the thought of, being at the designer's mercy. So they suggest, What if we were to watch the rift from the house in the bushes? We can see it from there, and we'll come run and let you know if he comes out.
I mean, if you're sure you can see the rift from there, then that's fine.
Well, you remember that it was Smorgasborden that drew your attention to a figure at the rift from roughly the house, so you're aware that it's possible.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Okay.
The most
Okay.
important thing is that you guys are safe after all.
Oh, thanks, mister.
But no messing around, no sleeping, no nodding, no nodding on the job. You've got to keep your eyes open.
As you say that, you notice Gleph has made a snowball and is in the process of throwing it at Gemma, and then okay, all right, fair enough.
Okay, cool.
All right, we'll go find hiding spots. Bye. And then they just run off.
Okay.
What was that?
Sweet. All right. So let's head up north then, shall we?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Should we
let's
threaten them with violence if they did?
Say that again.
I was gonna say, should we have threatened them with violence? They didn't do it, but it's too late.
You start out dark today, remember?
Yeah, I like the new Sean.
You're like 25% more swashbuckling.
Okay.
All right, sweet. Time for a map transition. Diddle-a-diddle-a-diddle-a-doo. All right, you should see like a black square.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. As you walk towards the village, you start to notice something unusual. And that is that the snow that used to be very thick on the ground, basically a tundra-like environment, or at least an Antarctica-like environment, seems to be melting the closer you get to the village. And it all seems to be melting into a river. And it starts to feel warmer as you get closer as well. And
Nice.
everybody can make a perception checkaroonie. Okay, we've got a 4 so far. And then a 9.
Wow.
So a 9. Oh, wow, you already did them. So a 7 from Asker, a 4 from Milksteak, and a 9 from Schmorgsborden. So you notice very little. It just seems like a town, pretty quiet at this point, nothing really to write home about. And you can continue down the pathway into the center of town if you would like. You see
I like that.
you see
I would love that as well.
you hear as you get closer some chanting that sounds like "Ring around the rosy, ring around the rosy," and that's what you hear. It sounds like children singing and wooden boardwalks. Go on.
I want to try and sneak around the corner, like stealthily, to see if we can find the source of this
Okay,
singing.
give me a stealth check.
What is it? There you
Ooh,
go.
15 stealth. Okay, you feel like your presence hasn't been remarked upon. However, Milksteak immediately bumps into the back of you, not knowing that you were going to stealth, and makes quite a cluttering noise. And you see a bunch of Intiants, very similar to Gemma and Gleph, turn to look at you and say, "Oh, hello." And they all start to look a bit furtive and staring at each other as if to say, "Oh, we weren't doing anything. What's going on?"
Hello there. How are you fellas doing? I was walking
Came to
through
rescue.
Oh,
Came-
really? We're doing
did-
great.
yeah.
We were just celebrating. I mean, we weren't celebrating. Everything was normal. So you're here to rescue who? Sorry?
Yeah, we're here to rescue you from the designer.
Oh, actually, make an insight check. Well, you all can do that.
Oh, damn it. I'm not rolling. It's not.
Wow,
I'm
7.
not on a roll, as it were.
7 insight from Asker, 10 from
Hey.
Schmorgasborden, and a 21 from
Nice.
Milksteak. Milksteak, you notice that they are kind of filled with a youthful exuberance, but they're not sure if they can trust you. Like, they want to tell you a secret, but they're not sure if they can.
Did we pick
You
up
can
any?
trust
Yeah, that's what people
it,
you can
no,
trust say.
us. We can just tell them. We can tell them the story of how we saved their friends
Oh, okay.
from.
I mean, I'm still wearing the armor of that witch,
Oh, okay.
and I think you have a sword, so you can just show the blood on our
Okay. In that case, give me a sample smorgasbord of how that story goes. And Milksteak, give me an example of how you stand posing with the corpse armor, and I'll get you to do a check afterwards.
I'm just gonna do like this.
I'm going to call that a bit like Gaston from Beauty and the Beast.
No, bro, you should do karate across the stage.
Exactly like that. Yeah, hit me.
I will say we kind of came across the designer and we saved your friends. We didn't beat them up and put them in a bush. We did not do that. So no matter what rumor you hear, we did not beat them up and put them in a bush.
Did not.
What we actually did was we turned into about 18 jaguars, were they, that you turned into?
Panthers, bro.
Panthers. We turned into 18 panthers and surrounded the designer's wife. Whatever. And we defeated her and we caused the designer to run away. And now we're on a mission to defeat the designer and save your kind.
Oh, wow. Okay, so that was very detailed. So basically, Milksteak's performance with the whole posing thing with the armor, you see their eyes widen as they notice the armor and recognize it. That gives you advantage on your check, Smorgasborden, so you can roll persuasion with advantage. Okay. Oh, okay. So with a 14 persuasion, you notice their eyes go from you and your story to the armor, and they say, "Hooray! We're saved!" So, wait, hold on. You killed her. That's the armor. But what happened to the designer?
He got away. He ran away like a little coward. So we were looking for him.
You see, they all
Finish the job.
They all do a slightly smaller version of the yay. Yay! Oh, that's good. All right. Well, if you're still looking to get him, then we'll help you. But we're gonna also hide. But we'll hide while trying to help you. What do you need?
Do you have any gadgets that would help us defeat the evil designer?
What's a gadget?
Like stuff that you make in your sweatshop.
Oh, we make all kinds of stuff. Are you with Galahad?
Who's Galahad?
Oh, he looks like us. He came through earlier looking for something that we make or that we have, and we sent him down there to the windmill. And you can see this little town is quite a cute little village, and it culminates in a windmill down the bottom, or the southern end. And you can see that it goes over these little rivers, and there's a little central fountain and these little huts. It's very sweet. And yeah, you notice a windmill down the bottom end.
Oh, what was he looking for?
He said he was looking for a shipment or a prototype that was said to be with us or the designer or her. We just sent him down there to go check it out.
We'll go and check this out as well.
Okay, It's just down there. Do you want us to help you?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also,
So,
do you guys know the other fellas who left here? And
oh, you mean Gemma and Gleff?
yeah, and all the other dudes. I don't know all their names.
Oh, and
So we
they
met
make,
a whole bunch of them in a camp.
they make a series of clicking noises and they count off with their fingers to each other as if they're trying to remember the people you're talking about. And then one of them says, who has the best the least strong accent, says, "Oh yeah, Gemma and Gleff were saying they've been planning an escape for weeks now, but we didn't think they would make it. We thought the designer would get them and they'd be back here, but it's been a while now and we haven't seen them or her," and they point to the armor and laugh a little bit, "or the designer. So this is great. Where is Gemma and Gleff? Why didn't they come with you?"
Well, they're back at the house to keep track of if he comes back there.
Oh,
so.
they built it? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. They all look at each other. Wow. Oh, yeah, wow. Oh, that's so cool. And then you see they just start running southwards as a big, messy group of, like, young Indians. And if you guys want to move your icons down to the where all the kid Intiants are, then they point at the windmill and say, he should be in there.
Cool. So, what was his name? Caspian?
Galahad.
Galahad. So, cool. Yeah, let's go find him.
Let's go in.
And I'll see what he's looking for. Because if someone is looking for it, I might want it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think Galahad sounds suspicious.
So you walk in
Galahad.
and you see...
Made up name.
Yeah, what name?
It's a made up name.
You walk
I don't
in
trust this guy.
and you see this tall Intient that looks like he's wearing like robes like you've seen every other Intient wear, but these have little red lines around the edges of his robe that make him look a little fancier. And he turns towards you nervously and says, Who are you? What are you doing here?
What's the tone, bro? Who are you and what are you doing here, if I may ask?
Who I am is of no one's concern but my own. Maybe not even my own. I'm doing business. Are you employees?
Of sorts.
Employees.
We're employed by destiny, my friend.
Make a religion check. I just want to see how that goes. I'll move you guys in, even though it's a small space. I'd recommend zooming this map in to about 120. Oh, wow. Finally, a good roll on the random religion check on the phrase employed by destiny. Okay, with the 20 religion check, he says, Oh, you think the weave of fate has brought you here? Who did you consult? Which oracle?
Only the best ones.
Oh,
We
I
don't
see.
ask the names.
You must have traveled far to find them. I recommend, again, you're going to have
Wide, my
to
friend.
zoom this map in a lot. Go on, Asker.
No, I just said and wide, as in far and wide.
Listen, I would love to talk more about the will of fate. It's actually a personal interest of mine, but I'm in the middle of something very important. I need to get this back. It's none of your concern, but why are you
But
here?
it is. We was brought to your doorstep on this very day, at this very moment. How can that not be destiny? So tell us, sir, what is your woes, and we might aid you.
Perhaps
I'm enjoying this.
Perhaps you are right, but I am not at liberty to share with just anyone. Are you... And he holds one hand over his eye.
Then I'll mirror him, but the other one, as it were. So he's doing the right. I'm not doing my right as well.
And he turns to the other two. He sort of nods at Asger and then looks at Smorgasbord and Milksteak as if with his hand still like over his left eye, like in askance.
Should we do the same?
I'm just gonna close one of my ears.
Okay, roll a
See, yeah.
D100, Milksteak. This is going to be a comedy check to see if he has a good sense of humor or not.
Sorry?
D100.
D100.
Just because I like him. Oh, with an 18, he says, okay, you short one and you huge one can come, but this one doesn't seem to be an employee of ours. So I'm going to have to ask you to get him to leave, and then we can try and figure this out together. Oh, with an 18 on your D100, by the way, he has very little sense of humor. Basically none.
That's okay. He is our servant can wait outside, and we will.
Who are you to deny my destiny?
Okay, we've got servant and destiny going at the same time. So I'm gonna say, Asker, you can roll a deception check, and Milksteak can roll a religion check. Ooh. Okay, with a 12 deception from Asker and a 14 religion from milk steak, he says, "No, listen. He's clearly not part of the will of the Weave, and he's clearly not an employee. He has to leave. Listen, I could use some help from the rest of you, but he can't come. It's against company policy."
Okay. We'll just whisper to him then. Okay, you just leave. We'll fill you in afterwards. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just gonna. What I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna move outside.
And turn into a beetle.
I'm gonna turn myself into a. I think I can turn into bee or something. So I'll just do that.
Okay, you're gonna turn into a
No,
bee.
a wasp. A wasp.
Okay, you're gonna turn into a wasp. I'm gonna put a little symbol on your character so I remember that. What's an appropriate wasp symbol?
A swarm of insect wasp. Yeah.
Just fly up and sit on my shoulder or something then, because if you fly around, it's definitely going to notice you. And
Oh,
stuff.
I'm gonna sting that motherfucker.
Can we please just find out first what he wants? You're fucking everything up now.
Okay, so he says, "All right, now that the small one, and he turns to Ascot, the other small one is gone, I can tell you that I need to recover a very important prototype that I was developing for Many Things Incorporated. This should be somewhere where it's ended up. It might have been one that was sent here without my knowledge to be tested, because this is, as you know, part of our facility, and I have to get it back because I have to get them all back. It's not ready for public release yet."
Oh, interesting. What is it? How can we help you find it?
He looks sidelong at you and he says, "I'm sure you'll see when we get there. It's small, about rectangular. It's a small box. It looks like this." And he holds up his hands in a box shape.
And while he's doing that, one of my wasps is just gonna be like buzzing around like in and out around his head, just like trying to distract him.
Okay, he moves his head and looks very surprised even, and he swats his hand at you. So he's gonna do an unarmed strike. Unarmed strike. There you go. So that's a 13. Does that hit? The AC of the wasp?
1 second. Where is the AC? 12.
12. So that does hit you, and that does a grand total of 15 damage, 7 bludgeoning, and 8 psychic. So I'm pretty sure that kills your wasp form, and you just spill out onto the ground. And he says, "What? What? I told you to get out! Get out!"
Felt some surprise and like being upset. Like,
Who did what?
oh no, you didn't.
You're saying that to whom? About what?
To Arunas, as in, oh, how could you, you sneaky little, oh, I oughta.
Okay.
Okay.
In order to achieve anything, or just as part of your role-playing development?
Kind of, no, but just so that he doesn't think we knew, like, fuck this guy,
okay.
right?
Yeah,
he seems to believe you and seems to be focused on the halfling.
This guy.
Oh dear. Damn it.
I have to excuse my friend or servant, or my friend's servant. He is very special.
Oh, I see. Well, I mean, this isn't really the time for it, but I hope you get him the help that he needs.
It's very precious to us.
Oh, okay. We know that one copy of the prototype has ended up here. Maybe we sent it to be tested and we forgot, the paperwork got lost. This is much easier to retrieve than some of the field retrievals, trust me. There's about, 5 or 6 out in the wild, and I can share this with you now. We definitely need to get this one back. In the wrong hands, it could be catastrophic.
Yeah, so it's of utmost importance then, isn't it?
Yes. You would think that we could trust our own organization, but this branch of the corporation is not ready for this prototype.
Is there a reason why you haven't consulted with the designer?
Well, as I said, this is and he looks like searching for a metaphor, and he says, "This is the production line. This is where we make our products. I work in research and development, where we test brand new products that aren't ready yet. So if I give that to the production line, suddenly we could end up with hundreds of copies of something that is incredibly unstable."
Yes, but maybe he knows where it is. I mean,
Maybe,
he's
yeah.
looking
That's
for
why I'm trying to go down there to the laboratory and find him. But, and he starts kicking his foot kind of anxiously. "I can't find the way in. The kid said it was down here, but I haven't found a way down. It's in this windmill somewhere."
Okay.
well,
Should we have a look?
well,
Should we-
I might need to give you some more bad news. Then I'm going off on a bit of a. I'm doing a bit now. I'm sorry. So, we found some disturbing news about the designer, and I feel like I can trust you enough now to share. We found his partner down by the big house down there. He had killed her and was in the process of cutting her head off as we approached, and we fought him, but he escaped. So we came here to find him and bring him to justice. So bear that in mind if we find him, because we cannot trust a word out of that guy's mouth, right?
Okay, Schmogsbund, do you say or do anything during this speech?
I just stand open mouth. I was just about to say something entirely different, so I'm stopped in my tracks.
Sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
In that case, he looks at you and make a deception check.
Oh man, roll well. That's
Okay.
right.
With a 14 deception, he looks at you and says, "Oh, I see." And you get the look on his face that isn't really concern. It just seems more like make an insight check. Actually, you as well, Schmorgasborden. And you, Milksteak, can make an insight check as well to see if you sense the emotions through the wall of the windmill. Okay, we've got a 19 insight from Asker, 22 insight from Schmogsborden, and please be a natural 20. 14 insight from Milksteak. Okay, so with a 19 Asker, you're confident that he doesn't seem that upset that one of his colleagues in a different department of Many Things Incorporated has been killed by their partner. He seems like it's business as usual, just kind of getting in the way of what he's trying to do. And with a 22 Schmogsborden, you notice that he seems almost a little, not quite glad, but like that's a load off his mind almost, like he was dreading trying to interact with them. And with a 14 from outside Milksteak, you hear through the walls.
I'm gonna lie down by the
short
barrel
rest.
somewhere.
Okay, you're going to have a little short rest. Is that what you're trying to say?
Right.
Yeah.
Can't
Okay.
hear him.
Cool. So you can roll your hit dice, and you see the kids making a little game next to you, being like, "Ring around the rosy, bucket full of butter, the design is dead and it is great." Okay, with this, you heal up. That's great. You get one of your uses of wild shape back, I think. What do you guys do on the inside of the windmill?
Well, I guess
Try and find a way down.
yeah. Let's try and look for a way to get down there.
Okay, make investigation
ladder
checks. As he just sort of stands looking around with hands upraised in the universal sign for, where is it? Okay, yeah, with a 15 and a 16 from Asker and Schmogesborden, you notice that the central, almost like shaft that rotates, that then turns a gear, that then turns the blades of the windmill, has a like a loose board at the base of it, because this is all wood boards in here. And yeah, it has a loose board at the base of this rotating wooden shaft. Did you find anything? I mean, I've been here for 10 minutes.
Yep. We found this loose board. So why don't you go ahead and
Oh,
pull it free?
you have. Excellent. You see him reach down and just lifts it up with one hand, not too much problems, and says, "Oh, I see." And he lifts up a couple more boards, and there seems to be a little tunnel in there. And he jumps down.
You follow?
Do we split up now then? Like, or should everyone just follow us behind, or do you want to loot the house?
No,
Because
I might stay in a town actually.
because we're going to the laboratory where all the gadgets are, right? So that's where we were going anyway.
Oh,
Isn't that what he's looking for?
He's looking for something in the laboratory that...
Yeah, but he's looking for a way into the laboratory, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm coming then.
Yeah, just follow us behind.
Maybe transform into something else, but don't attack him.
Just walk behind us and like just pop out if or go into other rooms when we get there if you need to.
Yeah.
For now, I think it's good to have him around, and if we need to stab him in the back later, then we can do that.
Cool.
All right, I'll jump down and follow him.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Everyone leave their icon so I can copy it. And we got another map change. Diddle-a-diddle-a-diddle-a-diddle-a-doo. Okay, cool. So you go through a little tunnel, and it's quite dark, and you can only see just the residual effects of the light that you were just in, giving you those like black and red splotches in your vision. As you transition to this dark tunnel, you go through for about... You got to crouch to go through it. You go through for about 60 seconds or so. And then you see a little bit of light. And you see the hem of Galahad's robes ahead of you. And can you see anything?
Nope.
I have dark vision.
No. I mean, you can't see... Oh, there we go, finally.
Okay.
You see the hem... Oh, for this map, you're going to have to zoom in all the way to like 250%. Everybody there?
I'm good with 2009. Oh, 209.
Okay, sweet. Awesome. So you see the hem of Galahad's robes, and he's got his hand held up as he can see you coming through the tunnel, and he's got his hand to his lips. What do you do?
I do my stealth crouch.
Okay. And you, Smorgasbord?
I'm gonna also put my lips.
You're also going to put your hand to your lips in a just copy gesture?
Yeah, basically.
Okay. And Milksteak, what animal are you, or how are you here?
I'm a swarm of poisonous snakes lurking in the shadow.
Okay, you're snakes lurking in the shadows. Cool. And you see, so then I'm going to need stealth checks from all of you as you watch his robes disappear out of view. We've got an 11 stealth check for Asker, 19 for Smorgasborden, and now we're just waiting on Milksteak stealth.
1 second. No. Snakes doesn't have its own stealth check.
It's just dexterity, I think.
Dexterity is quite high, so what?
Okay, you got a 6, so you basically hear a series of loud, echoing, hissing sounds from the little tunnel that you're in. You also see these 2 stone ramps leading up ahead of you to a metallic floor, and above you it looks to be a factory metal roofed building, and it feels cold again, like the warmth of the previous village you were in is gone. And you don't see his robes anymore. You're just crouched in this little area. What do you do?
Well, sneak after wherever he left. Like, did he go down this way or that way?
He went the way you're facing. He went to the right, so that would be west on the map.
So that way.
Yeah. Okay. And as you come out there, you start to see a better view of the room, and you notice an enormous creature, all in armor, just sort of standing there, looking imposing, like it's scanning the area, and it immediately focuses on you, Asker, just as Galahad is sneaking up behind it, real crouched and monk style. So in that case, we are going to roll initiative because it's seen Asker very clearly. With an 11 stealth check, he's just sort of like crouching and looking stealthy, but actually quite loud. It's one of those metal floors that go like clang, clang, clang.
God damn it.
Oh man.
How did he get a 9.18?
What are you talking about? Oh, that's something I've added to everybody's. It hasn't added to yours, but basically, if two people roll the same number on their initiative, their
okay.
dexterity score settles the difference. So it just saves me from having to do that separately.
I see.
Yeah, I made some optimizations. It also, when I roll things now, it rolls the damage as well, just in case it hits. So, Asker, before we get to you, it's Galahad that gets a surprise attack on this thing because it was sneaking up behind it. And he was sneaking up behind it. So he is going to do a... what's he going to do? Alright. He is going to do 2 unarmed strikes because he's a baller. Oh, with a 26. He, I believe, hits. Yes. He hits decidedly for 10 bludgeoning and 14 psychic damage. So
nice.
That appears to be effective, I believe. Yeah, okay. So that means 24 damage. Wow, I'm running out of map space here. Cool. So he basically bludgeons him over the head with a fist and then tries to hit him again. Ooh, with a 9, this time he misses, slamming onto one of the hard armor plates and goes, ow, and starts to wring his hand up and down. So now it is Asker's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna cast a level 3 lightning bolt.
Ooh, lightning time.
Lightning time.
It's a time for lightning
Oof.
time. Okay, so they need to make a dexterity DC 14 saving throw. And let's see how they do. Ooh, the dex is not good. With a 13, they fail, taking 30 lightning damage. Whew, big attack.
Oh, nice.
So you see the metallic armor plates conduct the electricity up into the helmet of this huge, like 10-foot tall creature.
Ah.
And it looks all buzzed.
Cool. I'll then just run over a little bit over here.
Mm-hmm. Cool. You move over to the southwest corner, and now it is the Shield Guardian's turn. And it is going to turn to Asker, who has done the most damage to it, and do a mighty leap down here, taking an attack of opportunity from Galahad as he is left in the dust. Ooh, with a 13, he misses, striking the large creature's metal rear end, and it makes another bong sound. And now it is going to try and attack Asker. Okay, you also notice as it lands that a couple of the dents in its armor and the scorch marks from the metal like cinch themselves back together. It doesn't look like perfect, but it looks like it has repaired itself slightly. And it is going to try to hit you with its large fists. Does a 15 hit you?
It does, yeah.
Okay, that's 11 bludgeoning damage as it just comes down on your shoulder, like staggering you. And then it is going to try and hit you again. Does a 12 hit you?
No.
Nice. Okay, this time it misses, slamming the ground, and you notice a huge dent where its fist hit the metal ground and a metal creaking sound. And that is Milksteak, the swarm of poisonous snakes' turn.
Should I reveal myself? Or should I lurk in the shadows?
That's the question Aranas asks himself every day.
Hello.
I might pass my turn. I'm just gonna say in case you're gonna need my help. I'm gonna.
Okay. You can hold an action. Like, is your action like bite or something?
Yeah, it is bite.
Or you can hold a dash action if you want for something that happens.
No, I'll hold bite.
Okay.
Action.
Cool. Then it is Galahad's turn. Galahad is going to do a mighty jump off of the railing, and it is going to, or he is going to, what does he want to do? Yeah,
Do a matrix landing.
Yeah, he actually jumps way higher than you expect, like 15 feet in the air, and lands right behind this creature with a mighty kick. And that is going to be an 11, except the kick misses its mark. He kicks again. This time he hits for 21 to hit, but doing 12 plus 14 damage, so 26 damage. Whew, that's a big kick.
Whew. Nice. This
kick-
guy's glad he's on our side.
Yeah.
Nice. He feels very proud of himself, and he says, "Stand back! I've got this!" And you look around, and he doesn't really seem like he's got this. Smorgasbord's turn.
I don't have many massively powerful spells. I'm just gonna have to go for the old moonbeam, I think. And the only ones I do have got a wider area, so to attack everybody. I don't want to do that again.
What's the moonbeam description? Is it like a 5-foot beam or something like that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like
5
a
feet.
120-foot range with a 5 feet beam.
That's fine, actually. So that would mean basically, I'm going to draw a little line for you, that it goes down, because this icon is so big, because this icon takes up 4 squares, whereas all you guys take up 1. So that should be fine, really. All right, so he's got to make a DC 14 Constitution save. His con is pretty good. Ooh, he makes it. So does that mean nothing happens?
No, I think
Or he takes half damage, I should say.
half damage, yeah.
Okay, so he takes half of 15, which is 7 radiant damage. As you see, this beam of light causes his armor to sparkle, but sparkle menacingly. Sweet. Is that the end of your turn?
Now I'm going to leg it
Okay, now you're going to leg it. Where do you leg it to?
back here like some...
Okay, cool. Next up is Asker's turn.
Okay, well, I am gonna cast polymorph on him and turn him into a little ducky.
Okay. What save does he have to make? I think it's wisdom.
Let's see here.
Yeah, he has to make a wisdom saving throw. Against what's your spell save DC?
14.
Ooh, with a wisdom saving throw of 18, you see him start to sprout yellow feathers, and then he like thrashes his arms up in the air, and they all go flying, and you rain down these little yellow feathers on your disappointed face.
All
Would you like to
right.
move? You're in melee range, so it's kind of risky to move, but you could try bonus action, interact with an object, or speak.
No. I'm just gonna shout yield and see if it works.
Okay. You can try a persuasion check. Oh, wow. With a 22, you notice the shield guardian turns towards you, and a little, like, purple gem on its chest, like, lights up once in your direction, and then he looks at you for a sec, and then he goes back to what he was doing. But he registered it as, like, this is something I need to assess, you gather. But he didn't seem to then listen.
He wasn't overly impressed, motherfucker. Okay. I hear you. I hear you.
Next up is...
Okay, I'll just hang tight after that.
Next up is the Shield Guardian. Again, you see a couple of the dents and scorch marks start to heal themselves. And I think if he starts his turn in the Moonbeam, doesn't something happen, Smorgasborden?
Yeah. So I'm not sure if that... So I don't know if I'll send it to the thing. I'm not sure if it would have happened on the attack, or if that attack I just had would have been at the beginning of his turn, so I don't need to do it. But...
Okay. 5-foot radius, point within range. Enters the spell's area for the first time when the creature enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn. Oh, I see. Or starts its turn there. It is engulfed in ghostly flames that cause searing pain. Half as much on a successful one. If it fails, it also instantly reverts to original form. can use an action
Don't
to
quite
move the
understand
movement.
what
Okay,
that
yeah.
means.
So it only would have, I think, taken the damage like you said on this turn. Oh, thank you.
Okay.
So yeah, I think we'll say that's it, and we'll just remember next time on his turn is when the damage happens.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, cool. That means it's his turn. He already did that thing. He is going to turn around and try to hit Galahad because Galahad did such a big hit against him. That's a 10. That is likely not going to hit the AC. No, it does not. And then with his other fist, oh, natural 20, doing, oh gosh, 5, 6, 7, 23 bludgeoning damage on Galahad's head. And you start to see a little bit of blood come down the side of Galahad's face, and he says, I got this. I do. And that is the end.
You can do this all day.
It's the end of the Shield Guardian's turn. That is Milksteak the Snakes.
I mean, as I see blood on Galahad's face, I just... It's alright, he can take another one. And just continue lurking.
You see Galahad say, "What are all those snakes doing on the floor?" Oh, unless... are you still in the shadows, or are you literally there?
No, I'm in other room, I'm just sneaking around.
Okay, in that case, that might not happen. Sorry, his comment might not happen. Give me a dexterity check to see... Oh, you already did that. What was your roll?
Well, I did it when we entered the room. Should I do it again?
Let's do it again, just to see. Ooh, with a 6. Yeah, Galahad definitely says, "Oh, don't focus on the snakes now, guys. This is much more of a big concern." And he looks up as he said this, as if to say very big. And that is Milksteak. Is that the end of your turn, just lurking?
Yes.
Okay, that is Galahad's turn. He is going to do some stuff. Yeah, he's just gonna keep trying to wail on him. With a 10, that misses. With a 13, he looks weaker now as his punches just keep hitting the backside of this armored creature, and he seems tired. He says, "Okay, I might not have this." Smorgasbord's turn.
Oh man, I'm torn between curing his wounds.
Oh,
Because he's badass. His attacks are quite significant.
two good outcomes, you know. We either kill the big bad guy and introduce Arunas like the savior that comes in, and we summoned him, and he approached and helped him, so he is accepted, so we can just go on with this mission. Or they both die and we loot them. So don't heal him.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Does anyone else need healing? Actually, no, I think I'll do erupting earth. So there's a 20-foot cube. Does that mean not 20 feet cubed, but it's
Entire
20
room,
feet?
bro.
If I do it, how do I draw shape? If I do it,
You can
here.
hit the cube.
Show me.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you should be able to fit the cube without hitting the...
1, 2. Yeah, you counted
that's-
the cubes perfectly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So I'm going to do erupting earth in
Okay.
that.
What does it have to do?
Choose a point. A fountain of churned earth and stone erupts. That's it.
Also known as erupting genocide.
Dexterity saving throw against 14. Nice. Okay, it's going to make a 15, so it saves.
Oh, 15,
so this
that
thing
did it again.
seems enormous and nimble, and it takes half damage still, I think, based on this thing.
Yeah.
Or half as much. Okay, so instead of the 12, because that's 3d12, or half as much, yeah. So he takes 6 bludgeoning damage as all these rocks erupt up from the ground, but he's so heavy they barely jostle him. So that is going to be -6. And I'll draw... I think it's difficult terrain now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Difficult terrain. Okay, so I'll do a little... Actually, that box is fine. Is that the end of Smorgasbord's turn? You can say something, interact with an object. You can make like a loud "take that" announcement, or take a health potion or something.
I can't cast another health thing. That's another action. No, I'm just gonna stay where I am.
Okay, Asker's turn.
All right. I'll give it another lightning bolt. Smack.
Ooh, DC 14 dexterity saving throw. Its dex is not good. It's been rolling really well. Ooh, 12. Now it fails.
Nice.
So it takes 28 lightning damage. Goodness me.
Nice.
Then
As-
I'll shout. I'll say. Oh, what do I say? How do I say this? Like, milk steak. We need you. I'm creative juice.
Make a performance check. Just because it sounded like a performance and it'd be funny. Okay, with an 11, you see Galahad turns to you and says, Who's that? Focus! More lightning bolts! That was great! And that's the end of Asker's turn, I assume? Okay, so the Shield Guardian is actually looking bloodied, it's looking damaged, and all the bits that keep repairing themselves, you can see they keep damaging and healing, but he's still more damaged overall. Like, he's not gaining back, it seems, as much as he's losing. But he still does repair some at the beginning of his turn, and he looks around kind of anxious now, and is going to swipe at Asker, the incredibly damaging. Ooh, 17, does that hit?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 11 bludgeoning damage.
Sweet.
And then he's going to try to hit you again. Oh, with a natural 20 for 17 bludgeoning damage.
Oh.
All right. So I'm down.
Ooh, so you become like an unconscious pile on the ground as his fist slams down on you. And we'll deal with death saving throws in a second. And you watch the eyes in the purple gem like scan around to deal with the next threat. And that is Milksteak's turn. You've watched, the snakes have watched from their many eyes Asker hit the ground with a metallic thong.
Well, I think it's time to help him. So I think it's time. I had enough of that snake jazz.
Snake jazz is the best jazz.
I'm gonna attack him. Where's my snake? Sorry guys, I was completely not prepared. I was just chilling.
You were prepared to be... you were just hanging out, chilling.
I'm gonna bite him.
Oh, okay. So the snakes are going to slither over from the darkness and bite the Shield Guardian?
Yes.
Okay. So you bite for 9, and you see a whole swarm of 25 snakes just go click, 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 as their jaws clamp down on metal, having no effect with a 9. And so now the snakes are in the fray. So I'll say, like, next to Asker there. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, just behind. No, 1 second. I'm just gonna move my character just like from here.
Oh, okay. So let me put you like more exactly on a... Oh, he should have taken damage from Moonbeam. Can you roll Moonbeam again for me?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so
I
that's
can't hear
17.
anything.
So he's going to make another, I think it was a con save? No, dexterity. No, con save?
Yeah.
Constitution. What did he roll?
Fuck's sake.
15. So he saves, so he takes half of 17.
Ah, by 1 every time.
16 is 8. So he takes 8. Cool. Sorry, I just forgot to do that last time. So Milksteak, how much movement does the swarm of snakes there have? Because you're moving through the difficult terrain filled with like spikes of earth everywhere.
Oh, I totally forgot about it. It has 30 feet.
Okay, so you could get there. That's not a problem. Cool. So you've tried to bite. Is there anything else you want to do?
Just hiss on the creature.
Okay, I've moved you just... Okay, you piss on the creature. It starts to rust very slowly. So I've moved you so you're out of
I
the...
think you said hiss.
Oh, hiss. I thought you just meant urinate. Okay, and also make a performance check for me, RNS. I mean, Milksteak. As the snake, though. So that's charisma. Do a charisma check.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Charisma. Oh, great, -4.
Oh, okay. All right. With a 10, you see Galahad clutching his injured arm say, "Who are these valiant snakes that have come to not really help, but come here?" They're putting on a valiant performance. Okay. Is that the end of Milksteak's turn?
Yes.
Okay, Galahad's turn. Inspired by your sudden snake bravery, he is going to... hit him again. So that's an unarmed strike. 11 misses. He just keeps pummeling this thing's armor. But a 17 hits for a massive 25 damage. Occasionally, he just gets these great hits in, and Galahad says, "Yes!" And that is Smorgasborden's turn.
Okay, so... Asker, I think you need some reviving, don't you?
I still have some death throws before that's panic, so I think focus on killing that fucker first.
I would say,
Okay.
just to give you guys a tip, because you haven't played D&D in a while or anything, when a character is making death saves, they're very vulnerable, because if they get hit by anything, then they lose death saves, and if you roll like a natural 1 on a death save, then you lose 2, and then you're only 1 away from being dead. So you're in kind of a precarious position when you're making death saves.
Yeah.
And so what, you're making death saves soon?
Yeah, he'll make his
No.
first one
No.
after you. Yeah.
I'm basically
okay.
almost dead. Yeah.
I think I should come and help then, right?
Yeah, I mean if you can.
I've got Cure Wounds. A creature you took regains a number of hit points equal to 1d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
Cool.
When you cast a spell,
poison.
it'll give you all the things associated with it. Like, you don't have to do the math. I think it'll do it for you.
Okay.
But
If he does that, would I then come back?
You would, but it's a touch spell, and I don't think he can get to you and cast the spell on the same turn.
Oh, really?
Didn't you say a creature you touch?
Yeah.
So it'll take you more than 30 feet to get through the difficult terrain of the erupting earth to then get to Asker's side. So you'll have to use your action to make that extra distance. What was that, Yukin?
Hoisted.
No.
Hard.
It's pretty funny, though. So what do you do?
It's gonna moonbeam him.
Oh no, you can
no,
use
sorry,
your
I've already got a
action.
moon.
It's already, but the damage he takes is on his turn. You can use your action to move the moonbeam, but there's no one else to move it to.
Yeah, he's still there, isn't there? So
So-
there's no point. I'll keep the moonbeam there.
Mechanically speaking,
right.
if you want to be able to heal Yukil later, you could move to him now, but it'll just take your action to move there.
I'll do that. So 5, 10, 15, 20. And then through here, is it like half? So that's like 30 already.
Yeah, exactly. So, but then you can use, that's basically your movement, but now you can use your action to go another 30, which is 10, 20, 30. So you can basically get here, which is just close enough to help Asker, which
I'm
is
in
there.
range, but
Yeah,
I think
there.
it's worth it.
Yeah. So that's a good spot. Well done. And Asker, give me a death saving throw, which is just a D20. I think it's just a roll. You don't add anything to it. Oh, with a natural 1, you take 2 death save failures. Wow, it is potentially... Yeah, go on.
I've lost all my HP a few times now, right?
Yeah.
But I've only had to roll like 4 times, and 2 of those have been ones.
Wow. That is
so bad.
That is grim. So you see basically Smorgasborden, as you're looking down, waiting for your opportunity to heal Asker, a bit of blood just spits out onto the ground. And now it is the Shield Guardian's turn. So again, you see the armor. He's looking pretty fucked up, but his armor repairs like a little bit, but he's still pretty not great. And he is going to turn to Galahad and punch fist Galahad. Oh, with a 20, Galahad takes 8 bludgeoning damage. And then another fist comes down on his head. Ooh, for 13 bludgeoning damage, and more blood comes out of Galahad's mouth, and he says, maybe the snakes can help us. They seemed pretty brave. And that is the end of the Shield Guardian's turn. That is Milksteak, the snake's turn.
Okay. So reverting back to form doesn't consume the action, no?
It depends what level druid you're at. I think to drop wild shape is not an action.
Yeah, I was reading about it now and doesn't say anything about it's just like turning consumes. So I'm gonna cast a out of the shape. I'm gonna cast a cure wounds on.
Okay, so 5. So you have to move here though. So I'll move you. Did you see where I moved you? Oh,
Yeah.
Actually, you could also.
Is it not range?
It's touch.
Oh,
It's
no, it's
touch.
touch.
So
Yeah, it's touch.
you'd probably be safer moving there, because then you wouldn't get an attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So you come back to life, Asker, with 5 hit points.
Thank you.
Brilliant. And then I'm gonna turn myself back into. Oh no, I'm not. I'm just gonna take it like a man. I'm just gonna stand there and flex.
You see Galahad, whose turn it is, turns to you and says, "What? How did you get in here? Oh, you healed. You healed. That's very impressive." And then Galahad turns back to the Shield Guardian, and he looks very exhausted at this point, and he's gonna try to hit him again. Ooh, yeah. With a 20, he does 9 plus 13 is... What is that? Why can't I do that? 22? Yeah, 22 damage. Oh, wow. This thing looks really messed up. And he's going to try to attack again. This time with a 15, he misses, and he says, It's almost done. Then we can continue with our work. Please, we're so close. Smorgasbord's turn.
Okay. I'm going to heal Asker.
I'm back alive though. Don't worry about it. All right.
Yeah, but you're on
Cool,
5,
thank
so
you.
technically you could die
Yeah, you're
very
on 5,
quickly.
yeah.
Okay, so you now have
Yeah.
7 plus that. Nice. You touch.
I'm at 12 health, boys.
Nice. You watch the glow of health come back to Asker. Is there anything else you want to do, Smorgasbord?
No, I'm good there.
Cool. Asker's turn. You feel aliver than you did earlier.
Liver. Okay, so I am all running out of spell slots, but I will cast a level 2 magic missile.
Nice.
Why is it always so difficult for me? It's always using spell slot 2nd or higher, so it's just the 3 then. Right?
If you use a level 1, then it's 3 darts.
All right, so level 2 is 4.
Yeah,
Cool,
exactly.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nice. How do you want him
9,
to meet his
6.
doom as you come back to life and suddenly kill him?
As I shout, I said yield! And then I shoot the magic missiles. They go into his armor, up into like the helmet, and the helmet will start to like vibrate and start to glow. And then he falls over with his head exploded.
Nice. You see chunks of metal and gore on Galahad's face as he says, "Oh, nice. Well done. I thought we'd lost you there for a second." Galahad is clutching his bleeding arm and says, you, Snake short person. You saved one of our employees. That can make you an honorary one-eyed Jack." And he taps you on the shoulder and he goes, "Ow."
Don't touch me.
Calm down, dude.
He turns away and he says, "The corporate life is not for everyone, but he's helped and the rules are what they are. He saved your life. And what are your names again? I'm Galahad. You're
Johnny.
Johnny. Okay, and you?" And he turns to the enormous half-orc.
Link.
Clink. What?
Link.
Oh, and you, short snake man?
He called me a snake bite on the streets.
Okay, I can see why. All right, I'm going to go start searching. Hopefully there's no more of those around. Remember, we're looking for a small box. It's black. It's kind of this size. And whatever you do, don't open it. It could be incredibly dangerous.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's have a rummage around.
Yeah, let's.
Okay, make an investigation check and tell me where you look or how or whatever.
I mean, like, that's a thing, right?
That's
A door.
door in the bottom left, yeah. There's also double doors in the south. They're kind of stylized doors, so I'll identify. There's a door in the southwest, there's double doors in the south, and there's 2 more doors on the east. And you see Galahad going over to those eastern doors.
That looks like a
Gonna-
kitchen.
I'm gonna
torture
check this
area.
door.
You're going to check the southern
Yeah.
double doors, Milksteak?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
gonna
I'll
check.
stand shortly behind
You,
just to be prepared.
you open the doors and you see an antechamber with 2 big winches on either side of 2 more double doors. And another
Wenches? Oh, I love a good wench.
door... winches. And another door
Oh,
to
okay.
the west.
I'll just gonna continue towards the double door.
Okay. And what did Smorgasbord want to do?
I'm kind of investigating this kind of coggy area over here.
Okay, make an investigation check.
I did it.
Oh, you did. Okay. With an 11, you see the dials and you don't really understand how they work. You look at the machine over to the side of you and it appears to be another sort of winch. And there's a gap below the winch. The winch is like 10, 12 feet up on the wall. And there's a gap underneath it that has less dust. Like something usually goes there, but it's not there.
Hmm.
All right, let's cut over to Asker and Milksteak. You wanted to go to the double doors that are through the double doors, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You
Yeah.
open the double doors and the wind howls in your face and the temperature goes down by 30 degrees. And you suddenly see an entirely different space, more reminiscent of the one that you were in before you entered the village, but you're underground. It seems inconceivable that there could be snow down here.
I'm just gonna close the door straight away.
Okay. You hear the wind fade away.
Well, let's wait with that for a second then.
Okay.
Yeah. Is the door on the left here?
Oh, yeah, you can open that.
Yeah.
Cool. Inside, you see a bunch of tools on a desk and a small wooden container.
Cool. Can I investigate if it's matching description of the?
You investigate. You find a bunch of tools like calipers, hammers, some wooden shafts with some cuts on them like they're being prepared for something. You see some blacksmith's tools, but nothing matching a small box that Galahad was describing.
Okay.
I'll go up to the door here.
Okay. Through that door, you see a little corridor ending in some boxes and sacks, and then a gap to the north of that corridor. And then you find yourself in a stairwell leading downwards.
Ooh, exciting.
Okay. Let's go. Should we go and find like rendezvous with the others first before we go wandering into a fight or something?
Oh, you
Yeah,
also
I'm gonna-
see, Asker, from that location, you notice there's stairs leading up to like a balcony, and you notice another door up on top of the balcony.
All right, I'll go up there then.
Okay. Inside that
Is it,
room. What's up?
is there time for a short rest? That gives you your spells back, right? Because I'm pretty much out of spells.
It doesn't give you your spells back. It gives you the things that recharge on a short rest, which for some druids is their wild shape, that kind of thing. But the only way to replenish spell
Okay.
slots is with a long rest.
Long rest.
Cool. You open the door, Asker, and inside you see a small office with papers on a desk and a very tasteful rug on the ground.
I'll go in and have a look.
Okay, make an investigation check. You're still a little cold from all the snowy wind that blew in through the double doors. Okay, yeah, with a 14 investigation check, you find a variety of documents. They seem to be mentioning things like quota 1700 out of 1800 likely to fill, and then they describe a bunch of numbers that seem to be like C120, C130, and then an allocation of each of those quotas to go to each of those numbers. And it's all about, it's like a bit like an accountant's area, but they mention items to fill quota and predicting whether they're going to make it or not.
Okay. Can I find anything in this list that sort of, are there descriptions then of the things that they're listing?
That doesn't. It seems to be all like codes. So, for example, like a SKU, that's a number that you see. So you see like SKU colon and then 115B LL2C, and then that will be in a column that goes next to one of the other core codes that are like 6 or 7 that are C170, C124, C140, that sort of thing.
Right. I feel like I failed an intelligence check because I don't really understand. But
you're a tinkerer, so you would probably get the kind of, you can do an intelligence check with advantage too, because this is kind of numbers stuff. What, did you have a further question?
Oh wow.
Yeah, with a 22, you're confident that the SKUs are products. SKU is what people use in the corporate trade to describe, like, if you sell hamburgers, your hamburger might be SKU 1, and then if you sell a milkshake, that might be SKU 2. And the core codes, like C171 blah blah blah, those seem to be where these shipments are meant to end up. Like, that's the destination, the way it seems to be arranged in a sort of spreadsheet.
Yeah. Okay. But I'll hold on to that because I'm guessing that might, if there's like a warehouse type thing at the basement down there or whatever, maybe we can find something. So I'll hold on to those documents then.
Okay, you can add to your inventory shipment documents or shipping documents. You hear Galahad rummaging in the room over to the right or to the east.
Okay, should we go and see what he's up to?
Okay.
I'll go over there.
He seems to be just rummaging through a bunch of barrels. He seems to have chucked on the ground things like sword blades without any hilts, dagger hilts, a couple of wooden shafts, except much more, like the one you saw in the other room, spools of copper wire, axe heads, things like that. And he's just digging around and chucking everything everywhere.
Nothing box-shaped yet then?
No, I can't find anything. Have you found anything?
Just
the stairs down.
we've got some stairs, some SKUs, and a gap in a bit of machinery that we need to put a piece into.
Oh, I see. That doesn't... Oh, some stairs.
Nothing particularly useful.
Oh, maybe some stairs will be helpful. I can't find anything here.
Cool. Let's go down the stairs.
Cool. All right. I will grab your icons. I'll remove this because he's no longer a swarm of snakes. Yeah, just stay where you
Missed
are.
those days.
You missed the snake days.
Yeah.
Everyone misses the snake days.
I'm not sure I do actually.
It's such a funny concept. I might. Is it? Are those like name labels getting in the way of you guys? Maybe I should.
They have one name label. I only see name label on myself.
Oh, you don't see any others? Okay, then it's probably all right. If you scroll down the map, then you'll see where you ended up.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So you see a door to your north, and then some double doors to your east.
It looks like I'm in two places at once.
Oh yeah, I probably just didn't bother removing you there, so I'll just do that now.
Okay.
I'll just open this door to the east.
Okay. You open the door and you immediately see another enormous shield guardian pacing a circular room around a giant well filled with green roiling liquid, and it smells like metal in there. and you watch the purple gem like blink at you, and he starts running towards you. Everybody needs to roll initiative.
Oh, no.
Nice.
Oh, how are we going to do this?
I love you just kicked open the door. It's like, let's see what's in here.
My God, this is like D&D amateur hour. This whole session, all of us.
Okay, so descending order. That means Galahad is the first to react. He is going to turn to Milksteak and say, "What? What happened? Did you see another one?"
I did indeed. 1 second. Actually, my roll didn't went in.
Oh, okay. Just make sure your icon is selected and we can adjust it.
Yeah.
What was it? 11?
It was 11. Yeah.
Okay.
1 second. Need to roll it again.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Eleven,
Let's do
11.
another descending order.
Roll 11 as well. Amazing.
Very
Yeah.
impressive.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do you respond to what Galahad said?
I see a metal dude running to me.
Oh, okay, all right. I can do this. I can do this. And he seems to be talking to himself more than you, really.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah, you go, buddy. You go.
and you watch him gracefully go 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. And you see him hold his hands together and close his eyes. And you watch his hands start to glow as he holds them out towards the creature. Okay, so now he needs to make a saving throw, I believe. I was expecting more of an explanation. Wisdom saving throw, that's it. Okay.
Let me Google Phantasmal Killer and I'll figure it out.
I figured it out, but I just thought it would come up in the text. All right, wisdom saving throw against his DC, which is... What is this? 14. Okay. So, wisdom saving throw. Oh, so he fails. So you watch this creature start looking from side to side as if it sees enemies everywhere, and it looks very frightened and upset. And it is going to also take damage, I think. Deepest fears, failed save, becomes frightened. At the end of the target's turns, before the spell ends, the target makes a wisdom saving throw or takes 4d10 psychic damage. On a successful save, the spell ends. Okay, alright.
Oh, yeah, it shows 33.
Yeah, so the damage, that only happens at the end of the target's turn. Okay, cool. Sweet, so that's the end of Galahad's turn, and now it is Smorgasbord's turn. What would he like to do?
So I don't
Moonbeam.
any. I think it's going to have to be. Well, I say that I want to do a wild shape, but I don't know how to kind of find what I can turn into. Where do I
I'll
go
send you a
for-
link.
Okay, I think I'm going to become a. I think I'm going to become a black bear.
Okay. Do you have the stats up on your screen?
Yeah.
Cool. Just keep the stats handy because you'll be, once you transform, you'll be rolling with those stats rather than your normal ones.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, I've got a little symbol, and where do you move? You transform into a black bear. Asker and Milksteak, watch hair sprout from every inch of your skin. What do you do now?
I'm going to now go and position myself so I can. Speed is 40 feet. Is speed 40 feet basically how far you can travel?
Yeah, exactly. So that's 10 feet more than your other form.
Cool. So I'm going to go. I'm just going to place myself here.
Nice. All right, is that the end of your turn? Or you can use your action to go further, or you're going to... I think it takes your action to wild shape because you're not a druid like him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
So yeah, that's it.
cool. Next up is Milksteak's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna cast a blight.
A what now?
I'm gonna cast a spell on him
Oh.
called Blight.
Ooh, I think, isn't that a touch spell?
No, it's 30 feet, so I should be able.
Oh, nice. Cool. So you should be in range 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Not quite. If you
2,
move closer, you should be
3.
okay. Nice. Okay. So he needs to make a constitution save against 13. He misses it, so he takes 41 necrotic damage.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Alright. So you see these black, thick vines erupt out of the ground and start like draining the color out of this creature. And even after the vines have gone, there's still like these black marks all over the armor. Does that have any lasting effects, or is that just a one-time thing?
No, it's just the one
Cool.
thing.
Nice. Asuka's turn.
All right. Well, I guess I'll run up so I can, and then stand like here. So now no one is in line of sight, right? I can't see.
Yeah, that's fine.
Where is everyone? Oh, that one. Oh, okay, that's because of the thing. I see.
Yeah, the
bear.
symbol.
Yeah.
I didn't see the thing. Okay, so I'm gonna use, because I have 6 sorcery points left, and I can use all 6 to get spell slot 4, another one back.
Nice. Sorcerer
Which
as
means-
hell.
Sorcerer, so I'm gonna sorcerer the fuck out of this. Okay, so
so
I'm gonna
insulted.
cast a level 4 lightning bolt on him.
Ooh. Is that what level were you casting previously?
3. Oh,
Ooh,
goddammit.
here we go.
Okay.
So
Jeez, wow.
dexterity saving throw coming at you. Ooh, with a
God
16.
damn it.
He succeeds, but still
That
half
would've-
of 36 lightning damage is, I want to say 18.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice. You watch the lightning
yeah.
crackle all over the armor, and immediately he looks, I mean, not in bad shape, but he definitely took damage from the hit, and he turns his glowing purple gem towards you and looks menacing. And it makes like a grinding sound with all the armor plates creaking over each other, like. And is that the end of your turn?
It is, yeah.
Okay, so the Guardian is going to. You watch it repair some of its minor wounds, and then it is going to strike out at. I'm going to say Milk Steak, because that was probably the biggest hit that it took.
Let me, bro.
Biggest hit that it took easily. And you watch its fist come down like a toy soldier on top of your head, maybe. With a 17, does that hit you?
Nope.
What's your armor class?
20.
What armor are you wearing again?
I'm wearing a.
Nice.
What was it?
And your character can wear medium armor, can't it?
Is that a? Yeah. So one of them my proficiencies.
Sweet, nice. All right, so it clangs down on your shoulder pauldron and just glances off.
Half-blade, yeah.
And then another. Oh, this time the fist misses by a long way, crushing the ground. And you see a big divot in the metal ground. And you notice the green, roiling, smoking liquid in the middle jostles from side to side as it fist hits the ground. And that is Galahad's turn. And Galahad says, oh, so that's when the damage should have happened, at the end of that guy's turn. So he's going to take the Phantasmal Killer damage, which was... Where was that?
33.
33. Okay, sweet. So because he already failed that save because I rolled it ahead of time, didn't I? Yeah. So you watch basically the damage happen as this creature looks worried from side to side and starts to get distracted by visions that only it can see. And that means it's Galahad's turn. For Galahad's turn, I think it's concentration, so he has to concentrate. And then he's going to say, quick, while he's distracted. And he is going to come up on this side and try to unarmed strike this thing. 17, that hits for 21 damage. Huge hit from Galahad with a big fist right in the gap between two of its armor plates. Then the next hit misses as it misses that gap, and you see him shake his hand again, but recover quickly. Galahad says, all right, we've done this before. We can do it again. Smorgasbord's turn.
Okay, right. I'm going to get close, and I'm going to bite.
Oh, yeah, the black bear is here. Yeah, you're in range with
He's,
where you are.
he's already close, right?
Yeah,
He's already
totally.
close. Okay, cool. So I'm going to bite and claw.
Nice. Okay, with 11, I was just impressed that you managed to send your attacks from a totally different character sheet.
I found it elsewhere.
Your attacks like scrape off the edge of the armor, but your bare teeth barely notice the damage, but it doesn't seem to have broken through its defenses. Do you want to do anything else, like movement, or try to talk in bear language to someone?
No, I'm just going to stay there.
Okay, Milksteak's turn.
Yeah,
Oh, actually, no, wait, just
maybe with
before. Smorgasbord, roll roll a history check for me. In your regular
I feel like all
form.
my attacks are way under.
Oh, with a natural 20.
Oh.
You look around in your bare form, having not done much damage, so you just start to lose interest and glance around the room. And you notice that these green lids are attached to pipes that run under the ground, and each pipe beneath each of these green lids seems to contain a different color of liquid, like orange liquid, purple, white, green. And you think, oh, that's strange. And your bare eyes just pick up all those colors.
Excellent.
Cool. Next up is
with your bare eyes.
yeah,
I always say bare eyes.
Milksteak's turn.
I'm gonna. I might try to do the same spell again on him because we need to get rid of him quickly. So
Yeah.
I'll cast.
Yeah, I'm all out of juice now.
Okay, Blight. So he's got to make a Constitution saving throw. Oof, he fails. So he takes 25 necrotic damage as more color just drains out of
Jeez,
every
wow.
part of his physique, and he looks to be on death's door for him. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Asker's turn.
Right. Another
Oh,
level
spell
2
slots.
magic missile. I got one more level 2 spell slot. So let me see. So that is 4. I'll roll instead of rolling them and I'm doing the math. So 4d4 plus 4.
Oof, nice. How do you want this thing to meet its doom?
Oh, I want him to, so he sees these magic missiles coming towards him, right?
Yeah.
But just before, and then he realizes he is about to die, which scares him so much that he's getting like whatever this creature's version of a stroke is. So before the missiles hit him, he just like, and then he tips over, and the missiles fly over him.
And the missiles just pepper the back wall, creating divots in the stone.
Yeah, pretty much.
And we are out of combat. Well done. Well done, everyone.
Nice,
hell.
nice.
That was intense, and again. God damn it! I really need a long rest at this point. Otherwise, I'm going to be
Yeah.
absolutely useless. I can use disguise myself and sleep. Maybe.
Sleep the spell, or sleep you need sleep?
Sleep the spell. I can do that, but I mean it's not really that useful.
Otherwise, you're tapped.
I'm pretty much out. Yeah.
I
All right,
feel like all of my spells and attacks are way underpowered compared to everyone else's. Everyone else is dealing like 25, 30 damage. I'm regularly just like 11. 20.
I mean,
I
to
don't
be
know.
fair, I think I high rolled that first blight because first one was 41, the second one was only 25.
25 is still good though, to be fair.
I mean,
Yeah.
25, I'd be happy
Yes.
with all my none I've got. I'm gonna have
You
to,
should, you should have the same spell as me. You should have access to blight.
Yeah, druids have access to, I think, all the spells. It's just about which ones they are, I think, preparing.
Yeah, see,
Yeah,
I've got
yeah.
some nonsense like I've got like I need to have a real serious look at my spells next. I've got hold person, gust of wind, spider climb. There's a nonsense that I'm never going to use.
I mean, yeah, I mean,
Bark skins. I've had bark skins since day one. And I've never used it.
Barkskin is just to increase your defense if you feel like you're about to take a lot of, if the fight seems to be intimidating you.
Yeah.
By the power of bark.
I want to. That advert from the 90s. I want to be a tree.
So You find yourself in this room, this bubbling green smoking liquid in the center, all these pipes with lids, different colored liquid inside the tubes, and huge valve mechanisms on the sides of the walls. What do you do?
Take a rest.
Yeah, I'm gonna gesture with my paws somehow, like do bear sign language that they're all different colored kind of gases in all these pipes.
Well, I'm going to say that I barely understand what he's saying.
That's true. You do barely understand.
And then I'm gonna be like, you know what, sod this. I don't like this bear. I'm gonna come out of the bear form.
Okay, and then he comes out of bear form.
And I'm just gonna explain it to you in human language.
Right. I don't know. What does this revelation mean? They're different colored.
It's not necessarily a revelation. He just was able to examine each of
just a
these
fact.
tubes more closely.
Right.
I was just showing off what kind of.
Oh, actually,
bear
sorry,
vision
I
had
forgot to
there.
Guys,
say.
guys. Do you know what I know?
I forgot because it was a history check. I forgot the reason why. I forgot the reason why I was doing that. It actually reminds you a lot of the style of glass manufacturing that you saw in the previous facility. You remember when you found that secret room and there were those glass tubes, little tube things, and you discovered that they were for controlling arcane flow rate and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this looks like a similar manufacturing process to create these glass tubes.
Okay.
Well, let's ask him. Like, how you feeling, bro? Like, what was his name? Galahad. How you doing, dude? Because I think I need to sit down for a sec.
He says, yes, I do as well. If this is where I think it is, I can lead us to somewhere to have a rest. Follow me.
Cool.
And he leads you through this door into a corridor, a very long corridor with lots of doors. And he says, from what I know of the reports of this place, this is the adept sleeping quarters. So these should be reasonable but plain. Everybody bar the doors and we'll regroup once we've recovered.
Sounds great.
So he goes into this first one. So there. And you see that each one of them have like little beds in them.
I'll grab that bed. Oh, no, not that bed. That looks like someone just slept in it. I'll take that bed.
Cool. Nice. Okay, so you all take a long rest. Is that the idea?
That's the plan.
Nice. Do you do anything before you do that?
Bar the doors.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll say with Asker guiding everyone, because he's a tinkerer, you all do a pretty good job. And yeah, you can all take a long rest. Roll your... Sorry, you don't need to roll anything. You get your hit dice back, I think. And all your spell slots come back and all your abilities that recharge per long rest and your hit points and stuff like that.
Yeah, boy. Back to my former self now.
Nice.
Makes me a bit happier wandering around these weird ass fucking hallways with big ass monsters.
Yeah. Around every corner.
Imagine us going down here without him. He would get fucked up straight away.
Does as you guys go to sleep, I imagine that Milksteak is pining for the loss of his forest and his grandfather tree, but I don't know that much about the backstory. I can't remember Asker's. I know you ended up in that power station working for the Orcs, but where did you come from before then? Do you miss loved ones?
Not really. Like I was a bit of a low life making my way through by thieving and
like a street
and
urchin orphan type
a little
character.
bit. Kind of, yeah. So I just ended up with those orcs because they gave me shelter and I could tinker with stuff, and I didn't really need to steal anything until we murdered them because we did that.
Do you miss the do you miss the dumb supervision of those orcs and your safety of being the intellectual superior, or do you prefer this?
I prefer this. I don't miss it, but I fondly reminisce. You know.
Those dummies. What about Smorgasborden? You've got debts that you're glad that you're escaped from, but before then, are there loved ones, family, backstory that you are missing at this point?
I feel like there was, but I've almost... I'm just reading up on it now. Yeah, I'm from a humble social rank, and I'm destined for so much more. So I'm basically I've left my people behind. Not because I'm better than them, it's just because they're more simple-minded. And,
Okay.
I sought greater adventures than they ever dreamed of or even wanted to dream of. They were happy with their lot,
Okay.
and I'm like,
So it kind of makes
yeah.
sense that you would then get into debt because you are trying so hard to prove that you're better than them that you racked up a lot of debt. And then, so you're still sticking to your guns basically, even in this dangerous sort of situation on another plane, presumably.
Exactly. This is still better than just kind of like, being a chef for the rest of my life.
Imagine saying that to them though. Like, no, 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 no. It's not like I'm better than you. It's just that you're a bit simple.
Nice. All right, so you hear a knock on your door at what you assume to be 7 a.m. and Galahad's voice saying, "Quick, we must continue the search before another robot arrives."
I'll jump up, open the door, jump out. I'll run to his door, ignore that I can see him, and I'll knock on his door and I say, "Hey, quick! We need to get up and before more shit happens." I forgot what he said.
Okay, roll a D100 to see if his sense of humor has improved today. Oh, 100! 100 on a D100. He says, "That's true. I am like that. That was a good one. That's me. That's what I do." That was great. Wow, I've seen that like twice before. Okay, so the corridor to the east you see ends in a door, and there's a bunch more doors on either side, and the way you came is sort of southwest from here.
All right, well, do you know this facility, gals? Where would you recommend we start searching then?
I just assumed there'd be a dormitory because of all the workers and the children need to be trained. I don't know much. I would say, yeah, we could try the end of the corridor. That might be where the supervisor is to keep an eye on them.
Yeah, let's check that out then.
Okay.
I'll open this door.
Okay, you look inside and you see a kitchen.
Kick it.
You
Oh,
see sort of a kitchen.
no sauerkraut.
Well, have a look. Make an investigation check.
Just remember, he might actually be from that other facility, so he might be aware of a sauerkraut incident. So let's not be too obvious about it.
Okay, with a 22, you find no fewer than 7 jars of pickled sauerkraut.
I'll take one.
Okay, you have 1 jar of pickled sauerkraut on your person.
Brilliant.
He says, okay, we probably need to go through here, east.
How down there? Is there a door?
You can go
Yeah, let's
through.
follow up.
You can go through there, and south that direction, you see more food storage.
Uh,
Okay, let's go east.
Okay, you go east, and you see a rather nicely appointed bedroom with a desk, a double bed, and all that sort of thing, and another door south of it. And there's a bunch of drawers in the desk and a bunch of junk on the desk, like metal junk, a couple of notes.
I'll try to open the door
Okay.
and leave bags to ransack the place.
You discover an ensuite bathroom.
Oh,
Check it, bro.
Should we have a
I'll-
rummage
I'll-
around in this bedroom?
yeah, I'll check if there is anything on his desk.
Okay, investigation check. What do you want to check, Smorgasbord?
I'm going to look at this area here.
Which is that?
Try and double check.
You hold down the click. Oh, there.
Yeah.
Okay. Make an investigation check and tell me what you're looking for, and ask her, what do you look for?
The bot.
You're looking for the box that Galahad is searching for?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, natural 20. Okay, ask her, what do you do?
I don't feel like we need to be as many people here. That's the door over there, right?
Where?
I'm pinging it.
Oh, sorry, I'm too zoomed in. Let me zoom out. Where are you pinging? Oh, yeah, that's a door.
Just go and open that. It looks like it might be boxes and shit in there.
Okay. It is boxes and shit in there. You can make an investigation check if you want to look through it.
I will.
Okay. Then I will resolve all the investigation checks. Smorgasborden, you find in that stuff a small metal sphere about 2 inches across, studded with shards of red ceramic, maybe, material. And it has a little, like, circle that's currently gray on one side, and it feels kind of nice in your hand. And when you pick it up, because you investigated... Actually, do you pick it up?
Yeah.
Okay, you pick it up. As you pick it up, it sort of... It immediately... The gray circle turns to, like, a white eye with a black dot on it, and it says, "Oh, hello. Oh, you... Who are you? Do you need help with something?"
Yeah, I'd like you to help us find a small rectangular box, please.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I'll be right back. I can hear you, so keep going.
Let me have a think about that. Okay, and then we'll resolve Milksteak's search, which was a 22 investigation. And in one of the drawers of that desk, Milksteak, you see a black box, roughly this size, a couple of inches across. Okay. You also
Can I open it straight away?
You see some notes on the desk, but you can open the box if you want to. Inside are a series of cards, and on the front of the box, it says Moldini's Silver Pack. And Galahad looks over your shoulder and says, "That's it! You found it!"
Yeah.
And I opened it as well, so...
"Please be careful. Don't take anything out of it. It's incredibly dangerous."
Well, I was already holding one stuff in my hand while he was saying that.
You took something out? Okay. Roll
Yeah.
a D13 for me. You can do it custom on the thing.
Roll D13. 1 second.
A 7. Okay. You take out a card, and
It was a deck.
but I didn't hear the scream, but I want to know what Yukio says. Okay, you take out a card, and nothing happens.
It's fine.
Okay, so on the front of the card is a key with a vine wrapped around it, and it says "New Identity" on the face of it. And as you draw the card, it disappears into dust, and nothing happens. And Galahad says, What card was it? What did it say on it?"
And I'll say a new identity.
And nothing happens, and we'll resolve Aska's one, and then we'll leave the session there because you all discovered interesting shit. Aska's investigation was 8. So as you open the closet and start rummaging around, you find a bucket and a clipboard and a mop, and you feel as though you've discovered the janitor's closet.
Okay, I'll take the bucket and I'll run all the way over to the other guys with it. I'll just burst into the room.
Yeah.
Be like, "Guys, I found the bucket! Found the bucket!"
And you see Smorgasborden holding this like eye sphere that's like looking around and talking in a posh voice, and you see Milksteak holding a box of cards, and Galahad with his hands out being like, "No!" And that's where we'll end the session. Well done, guys. That was great.
Good fun.
That was really fun. Thank you so much for listening to the podcast. If you have any suggestions or any ideas that we should incorporate, things you want to hear more of, things you would like to hear less of, just let us know at thewronghandspodcast@gmail.com. So THEWRONGHANDSPODCAST@gmail.com.